So one of the things we're going to talk about is image services and metadata solutions. Now, let's talk about what is Actic Palm. Anybody familiar with Actic Palm? Oh, more than that, I know you are. You don't. I'm not going to check for licenses or anything like that. You can raise your hand. And Actic Palm is a product that it's a fabulous, fabulous middleware solution. Stu Buck, most of you have met Stu at events, and he's kind of an icon in broadcasting. Stu wanted to retire. It was his dream. He's realized that Actic Palm, thank you, Actic Palm was a fabulous Swiss Army knife of a product. You can take image, metadata, management, and whatever you needed, Stu was able to integrate every automation system, every format, all into one box, put it back out. A little cumbersome sometimes, but he always had a plan and he always had a vision to make it work. But what ended up happening is things like Stu wanted to retire. So the industry still needed a metadata solution. So Xperi purchased Actic Palm. Other things that happened, TagStation, they shut down operations, so image services went away with the exception of logo. And the industry still needed a more robust solution for image management. Now, we have Actic Palm, great product, but what ends up happening is there's an aging code base. Something needed to be done, and a complete rebuild was going to be necessary for it to remain a viable product in the market. And did I mention Stu was retiring? So to build it from the bottom up again was going to be a bit of a challenge. So the business decision was made to end support for Actic Palm as of June 2022. Now, everybody was notified back in early 2021, so there was time, and there's no giant switch at Xperi to pull, and all of a sudden Actic Palm goes shh, and everything turns off. But it is an aging code base, and something will happen eventually, whether it's an update on these servers, whether it's an update on the platforms or automation systems, which will cause problems, and it will go away. But up until that, then, you're good. You can keep on going. The available options now, you have your standard analog RDS generators, commercially available products. You have standalone products like TRE wide orbit and automation systems that you can use for metadata management. For HD radio, the MSAC client, the current version, you have logo and fixed messages. They're already native to the product, so if you're on the current version, you're good. That's available, no charge from your importer manufacturer, so see your local manufacturer for that. And for streaming, there's a whole assortment of products that are available. But still, we're leaving the industry. They needed a solution for all the different platforms, analog, digital, streaming, website, apps, because it's no longer just radio, a terrestrial service. So we needed to add the visuals to radio broadcasts. One of the companies Xperi owns is All In Media, and what All In Media does is they're the biggest supplier of DAB visual broadcast. So what we were able to do is, with Stu's help in bringing his vision to life, join that with Rapid and come up with a brand new platform called Rapid HD and Rapid Q. And what this enables everybody to do, it's a path forward for the broadcasters, keeps Stu's vision alive, and it supplies the industry with a tool for managing the delivery of the visual content across all of the platforms. And as an overview, there we go. What Rapid does, it takes content from all these different sources, adds more content to it, cleans it up, tidies it up, and it adds additional content that's received by Rapid from the automation systems. Then what you can do is prioritize this content, however you want to send it out to your individual platforms, and publish it across another wide range of platforms, all from one instance on your computer, and you could do multiple stations. You can also do multiple groups of stations to push your messages out, so it's not an individual type of thing. Now, it's easy to set up, easy to manage. One installation, as we said, used to manage your entire network, and it's scalable. If you need to add a new station, you go to add a new station. Easy as that. You add new outputs, switch outputs. It's just a matter of somebody working on one PC to do that. Comes with default messages to help you manage the delivery, a wide variety of third-party systems so you can publish your content across multiple platforms. For the commercial broadcasters, something super important is syncing up the visuals with the audio, because you could be running a commercial for one car dealership and showing a picture for another one, and that's just not cool. So we partnered with Q Interactive. Q has an ad sync feature which allows broadcasters to sync up their visuals and their audios into one, and so they're handling the commercial rollout for this product. They have another tiered system very similar to Actic Palm, and you can contact them for details on that. But studio switching, a wide range of studio automation systems. You can do now playing metadata for local programming. You can use satellite programming, and however you're bringing it in, possibly on a JSON feed. Music library. Robust music library, lots of different integrations. It also works with TiVo's massive metadata music library and allows you to publish the artwork also on your HD radio stations, your streaming, and your webs and your apps. Running orders, load them in in advance, and you're ready to go. You can either use that with Live Assist or you could autoplay those. Live Studio, just what it is. It's a now playing. If you have somebody in your studio, you can add the metadata as you go. You can change on the fly. It gives you real-time broadcast capabilities. Schedule's easy. It's a lovely calendar. You drag, you drop. You can schedule things in advance. If you have a special program on one day, you don't have to go back and reset it to have the next Friday's program working well. It's just a one-shot, one and done. Or you can do recurring programs. You can do station groups, manage the content among multiple stations, small networks. User management. Everybody can manage their own little section. There's logging, so that way you know if the program director goes in there and messes with something and breaks it, it's I didn't do that.
They never do that.
They never do that, do they? No, but this allows you to lock people out of the sections they shouldn't be touching, they shouldn't be monkeying around with. And it also has a logging feature that if somebody does mess with something, you know exactly what went wrong instead of getting that call for, I didn't touch anything. I don't know what happened. It just did it on its own. This allows you to get back in there, troubleshoot it. You know what happened. Compliance is in there for logging for music, spots, affidavit. You can determine how long you keep them. You have full control of this. Resources support is easy. It's all built into the resources. You can go in and pick your topic. Your ops people can read their own topics, and your tech people can read theirs. And if it's not in there, we have the same great support that we had for Actic Palm, and I might cry a little bit, but hi, Ron Taylor. Welcome back. It's good to see your smiling face. And Ron handles a lot of our rapid support, so welcome him back to live again. Set up an installation. Installed on the customer's premise. It goes out to the cloud. This is my official technical part of the presentation. I have a chart. Cloud services, TiVo metadata goes out to there. There's everybody that could use it. Basically, it's your automation playout. Goes and talks to Rapid4, and there's your outputs. It also goes to the IP streams. This is how it sets up. You press that button, and puts the code in there, and you can set it up. Configuration is easy. You can either license it, you can lease it. You manage all the updates, so it's not something that's going to push, and all of a sudden everything changes. This is done on your schedule, because nobody likes those surprises when everything changes and nobody can log in. And if you want a demo, reach out to me if you have questions of what automation systems it works with. We are here all day. I've got my little chart of the automation system, and it's going to be available for all the commercially available automation systems. So if it's not on the list yet and you don't see yours, please reach out and we'll talk to you.